big one here. Smash that like as you come in, chatting with where you're from. I am literally a half hour from home. I was in Florida this morning. I love air travel. It's wild that you can get from one place to another so quickly that I can go all the way to Florida in 3 hours back to Minnesota. Then I got to drive 3 more hours just to get home, 3.5 actually. But I stopped in the big city of Floodwood, Minnesota, because I just found out that Dr. Fauci's pardon is invalid. Not only, well, here's the thing. This is what's so big about this, is that Fauci's pardon, okay, we've always known about all these auto pen signatures. AC Cruz, good to see you on. Smash that like as you come in. Who else is on out there? Smash that like, chat in with where you're from. But listen to this. This is confirmed by the New York freaking Times. Okay? So, I got multiple questions about what's going on here. Okay? But listen to this. At the January 19th meeting, which took place in the Yellow Oval Room of the White House residence, Mr. Biden kept his aides until nearly 10 p.m. to talk through such decisions, according to people familiar with the matter. The emails show that an aide to Mr. Siskel sent a draft summary of Mr. Biden's decisions at that meeting to assistant to Mr. Zients, copying Mr. Siskel at 10:03 p.m. The assistant forwarded it. This is talking about Fauci's pardon again. Okay. The assistant forwarded it to Mr. Reed and Mr. Zients, asking for their approval, and then sent a final version to Ms. Feldman, copying many meeting participants and aides at 10:28 p.m. Okay. I think Joe Biden was in bed by then. Anyhow, 3 minutes later, Mr. Zients hit reply all and wrote, "I approve of the use of the auto pen for the execution of all of the following pardons." Okay? This included Fauci's pardons. It was signed by AutoPen at the direction of an assistant. Okay, now, you guys can be all caught up in Epstein. I want Fauci. Epstein's dead. I want Fauci. But this is huge to me because we've known this AutoPen scandal was real. Now we've got the emails and it shows. And I mean, Fauci, this guy is the worst, okay? The harm that he brought on this country is second to none, okay? Second to none. Absolutely the worst. He's just terrible. But I got some really good news for you, too, in addition to this. Folks, 5 Republicans. This is so awesome. This is my favorite. Okay, get ready because I'm dropping to my favorite here. 5 Republican states are planning to copy Florida's new illegal immigration facility, Alligator Alcatraz. Kristi Noem says capacity is doubling. So look, I just got back from Turning Point and I heard Tom Homan and I got so jacked up out of my mind because I know that somebody's in there who is absolutely not going to stop deportations. How many of you like Tom Homan? Yes or no? Is my audience just Tom Homan fan? Like, I'm just a Tom Homan fanboy because I just can't get over that somebody's actually serious in the government and is willing to take on these issues and is no fear of the press whatsoever. But the left's melting down over this. So we already saw Debbie Weiserman Schultz, right? Freaking out about Alligator Alcatraz down there. Oh, they're going to brush their teeth where they pee. Okay. But they're running around, needs to be shut down and everything. But so at a press conference in Tampa, Noem revealed that 5 more red states are in talks to build their own versions of Alligator Alcatraz. They need to double bed space. So, we're talking about the 10,000 new ICE agents, but then we need places to put them. Now, here's what's really interesting. The the lefties, the Democrats are running around, oh, it's cage-style cells. And now the left is trying to say they're 85 degrees. I thought the illegal the other day on the news was saying it was freezing. It was so cold down in Central Florida. Oh, it's cold. And people are like, well, it's the air conditioning. Folks, you can't get, I was just in Florida. They had trouble keeping the hotels at a reasonable temperature. Okay, it's freaking too cold. So now the left is saying it's too hot. They can't make up their mind. They're like Goldilocks, right? This one's too hot. This one's too cold. And no government detention facility is just right. Okay. I'm probably on too little sleep, folks. I'm losing my mind over this stuff. They're talking about, bugs and all this. But Republicans on the same tour said that the facilities were clean, that air conditioning worked. I mean, we know the illegals were telling us it was too cold, so the air conditioning must work, okay? And, that they were above the actual standards. So that's, and Noem had said that too, that they were above the standards. But look, Joe Biden created this crisis. I mean, it was sanctuary cities. Well, I guess all the Democrats and the Democrat mayors and governors. I mean, I'm in Minnesota, frickin' Tim Walz, okay? So the sanctuary cities and sanctuary states, the open borders, and they wouldn't enforce any immigration law at all. In fact, right now they're fighting the feds who are trying to enforce immigration law, okay? And it's all because, folks, I've covered this. This is all about inflating the census numbers, getting more congressional districts, and of course, we know that illegals have voted. And what's really great about this, though, the Dems don't need to worry, but this is what they're most freaked out about. The reality is that they're not going to be there long. Why? Because they're getting deported, okay? I'm telling you. I mean, it's just awesome. So they're gonna, it's not gonna matter, Dems, because if you Dems are watching me, I know every once in a while some of you Dems jump on here. Don't worry, I got good news for you. They won't be in Alligator Alcatraz long. They're going back to they might not even be going back to their country of origin, because you know what will happen if they go back to their country of origin? Democrats will go down there and lobby for their return. Then we'll take them back, try them on other crimes, and send them to South Sudan. Oh, gosh. Nothing they're doing is working. They've lost control of the narrative, people. The illegals are getting deported. Some are self-deporting. So they're taking the $1,000 and the plane ticket and getting the heck out of here because they don't want to go through the ICE raids. That's the way it should be. They should fear that we're going to enforce the law. I mean, look at this. Listen to this. I got this news story. My friend Marcus D shared this with me. But Chicago public schools are now bankrupt as the city faces a $734 million deficit after paying for illegals and must now lay off 1,458 employees, including 432 teachers and 677 special education classroom assistants. Now, what's really interesting about these numbers, and I want you to think about this. So you've got 432 teachers, 677 special education classroom assistants. That's a total of 1,109, if I'm doing my math correctly. You guys can double check me, but I believe that's 1,109. So 1,458, 1,109, so that's 49. 300, that leaves 349, right? Yeah, 349 people that are not included in teachers and special education classroom assistants. See how quick I am at that math? Huh? Are you guys impressed at my math abilities? Especially late at night, driving home on my second cup of coffee because I'm getting home so late. I got up so early and I was in the East Coast and now I'm back here in Minnesota. Come on, you guys have got to be impressed. Okay, anyways, but where are the other employees from? So it's got to be somewhere in administration, right? Well, what's the biggest bloat in government, in education? Thank you. Thank you, Benetta. You're impressed. Okay. I didn't have my Rev 7 with, folks. I mean, somebody said Rev 7. Look, yeah, go check out mypillow.com/lumberjack for big savings on the best energy drink available, as well as the sleep products. Go support Mike Lindell. He's a great guy. Mike is great. Okay. But I can't bring Rev 7 on the plane. All right. So whatever. I didn't have it. So I'm on coffee and a bubbler. Yeah, lots of stuff to keep awake here. But all the bloat is in administration, okay? It's all in administration. So why are they getting rid of teachers and classroom assistants? Why don't they just get rid of the administration? Because I am telling you, the government is addicted to administration. Big corporations are addicted to administration. And that's where the bloat is. In Minnesota, if you knew how many people were in administration to each plow truck driver at the Minnesota Department of Transportation, it would blow your ever-loving mind. This is the thing. They could get rid of these superintendents. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to look something up. I'm going to be typing with one hand, so just give me a second. Salary of Chicago school superintendent. Okay, I can get 2024. Okay. The salary for Chicago Public Schools superintendent in 2024 is $340,000 per year. This salary was established when Pedro Martinez became CEO of Chicago Public Schools. There are also other estimates for superintendent salaries in Chicago, with some ranging to $623,996 and an average of around $322,000. How many of you are comfortable with the superintendents of school districts making $750,000 a year? I know some of them are that high. Some are probably even more. But this is Chicago. So Chicago is going to get rid of teachers and assistants, but they're going to pay superintendents $623,996 a year, or $340,000 a year as an average. Okay, and yet this is what they do all the time, these freaking morons on the left, okay? And, it frustrates me so bad because they say they care about kids. They don't give a rat's patooey about kids, because otherwise they keep the teachers and cut this administrative salaries and cut people out of administration. Yeah, thank you. Okay, look, so some of you think that's an insane amount. No, seriously, how many of you think that is absolutely ridiculous? Yes or no? Like, you think, well, CEOs of companies make, whatever, so that's not out of line. How many of you think that's insanely ridiculous? Yes. Or it's not insanely ridiculous? No. Is there somebody out there who doesn't think this is just stupid? Okay. Yeah, people are like, it's crazy, ridiculous. Okay. Look, you want to own your own business and go make $750,000? Great. Okay. But these are just sucking the tax. And again, they bankrupted their schools through their stupid sanctuary policies. Not only sanctuary policies, folks, but actually just paying for their education. I still can't believe that we're paying for trade schools for illegals. Okay? And then you got people like Karen Bass. We're going to give them cash payments now, and we're going to the federal government can't come get our illegals. These people are nuts. And they pay them this kind of money to administrators, and then they get rid of teachers after they screw everything up. So the kids are going to suffer as a result of their complete incompetence. Number one, the incompetence of spending the money on illegals. And number two, the incompetence of making the wrong cuts. It's insanity, folks. The left is whacked. They are stupid. It is a mental disorder. They're deranged, psychotic, freaks at this point. There is no other way to say it. You guys can go, like, people can be like, oh no, they're both sides from the same coin and everybody wants to get the same. And I'm not talking about your standard run of the mill, like the Democrats who just voted Democrat because their parents vote Democrat. I don't think they're that smart, but I understand that they're not mentally deranged psychos, okay? Please hear me on this. Oh gosh, I know people mishear me all the time. So those people, like, I know people who vote Democrat because the union votes Democrat and they voted Dem their whole life. I'm talking about the actual politicians in the hard left. Like, their base is severely active, folks, okay? And they're out there nominating the worst of the worst. And that's why you're getting these people with these stupid, insane policies. I mean, they are just off the deep end. They are full stupid, as Misha Fisher. I'm hoping I got that right. I'm trying to read. It's dark in here. I mean, I've got the light kind of shining on me a little bit. But anyways, that's what's going on out there, folks. We got alligator Alcatraz is going up. Chicago public schools are bankrupt. And we've got Dr. Fauci's pardon now being proven that it was signed by, not only signed by AutoPen, but approved by an assistant. This is wild stuff, man. We're going to keep finding out more. Justice. We all want to see justice. We all want to see justice. Anyways, folks, I got to get home. I got to hit the hay. Please go check out mypillow.com/lumberjack. The free shipping, I got it back on for you. I mean, if you're thinking about Christmas presents, get them now. $49.98. I got that back on the Giza sheets. Any color, any size. That's crazy. You're going to love Giza sheets. The Percale sheets are only $29.98. So anyways, thanks for joining me. I know it's late and, it's dark. Probably isn't coming through real great here on the screen. But Fauci, I was so excited when I heard that story. I mean, anyways, I love y'all. Keep fighting the good fight, all right? Peace out.